Hello you all, and welcome back to Monty's Art Club. Today we're going to be making a super cool origami book storage box. Perfect for holding all of your favorite things. So we're going to jump right in. I'm starting with a sheet of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. And I showed you the measurements just in case. It's 12 inches by 12 inches. I'm folding it in half to start. We're essentially making a large box. So if you paid attention to our last origami video, we're essentially doing the same thing on a larger scale. So you'll see me folding it the other way this time. So this is going to leave me with 4 sections. So once I open this up, you'll see me counting out those 4 sections I have. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, I'm going to fold in each corner right towards the middle. So I'm grabbing that first corner and just folding it right towards the middle. And this is going to make almost like a large square or a large diamond shape, depending on which way you have it oriented. The way that I have it now, it's going to end up looking like a diamond shape that you will see in a moment. So again, you're grabbing each corner and you're folding it towards the middle, okay? Once I get that last corner down, you'll see me preparing for my next step, which will be folding that top half down towards the middle. So I'm going to grab that whole top half and fold it in towards the middle. Straightening that line out, you want to make sure it's nice and crisp. And then I'm going to turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. So folding that top half down towards the middle. This is going to make it look almost like a pamphlet or a brochure. That's what we're going for here. I'm going to open that up and do the same exact thing on the other side. So folding that other top half down towards the middle, making sure my lines are nice and straight. And on the bottom half, I'm going to bring it up towards the top, folding it in towards the middle. So we have done this on all 4 sides here. When I open it up, you'll see a bit of a box shape in the middle. That's what we want. We're going to open up 2 of those flaps, and then to the 2 longer sides, we're going to bring them in and just go over them one more time to reinforce them. At that time, you'll see me pinching in my corners. So this part is really important. You want to make sure you're grabbing the right point to pinch it in. You're going to pinch in that corner, then bring it up and in. That's going to give you that initial box shape. This is going to be very important for our storage box, because if we don't have this, we cannot store anything, okay? You'll see me grabbing some tape here. I'm just going to be stabilizing that middle point so that those inner flaps aren't kind of coming up, flying all over the place. And now I'm going to be getting started on my next step. So here you'll see me grabbing a sheet of 13 by 13 paper. So it's slightly larger. I'm going to be folding it in half. This is going to end up being the cover for my book, so it needs to be slightly larger so that it can actually protrude out from the box. You'll see me here folding that in half. And next, I'm going to grab my box and place it in the middle just to make sure that I have everything lined up where it's supposed to be. So I'm bringing that over again, but I'm not folding it down. I really just want to make sure that my box shape fits in the middle. So you'll see me here lining it up and pressing firmly on the sides so that I can get a guideline for how large my box should be and how large the slip cover needs to be in order to actually fit that box, okay? After that, once I get those guidelines going, I'm going to fold over and create the shape of that cover. So I'm folding on both sides, lining it up to make sure we're nice and straight. And here in the middle, you'll see that we have the spine of the book forming. So I want to make sure that box fits again. And then after that, I'm going to start folding my sides on in. So I'm going to fold that first side down. It's about, I would say, a ½ inch or so you want to fold in on those sides. Doing that for both sides. And then again, I'm going to grab that box to make sure that it fits. So throughout this step, you want to make sure that you're ensuring a proper fit for your storage box. The sides should be slightly longer than the box itself. That's what's going to make it look really nice and authentic. At this point, I'm also going to fold in my longer sides. So I'm turning it around, grabbing those longer sides and just folding them in that same ½ inch all the way around. So here I'm just going over those sides one more time to make sure that they're nice and crisp. All right, so for our next step, we're essentially going to be pinching in around the spine of the book, okay? So I'm grabbing those corners right where the middle of our cover is and right where the spine of the book will be, and pinching it in on both sides, okay? We're going to end up cutting this out later on, but we want to make sure that the dimensions are nice and right. So you'll see me in a moment grabbing that box just to make sure that it still fits in there. Again, this is a step that we're going to be doing throughout to make sure that that fit is nice and good. All right, so next I'm grabbing my scissors and I'm going to cut at the diagonal. So I'm not cutting at the line, I'm cutting at that diagonal that we pinched, okay? And then I'm going to cut that shape out on both sides. So again, I'm cutting it at the diagonal on both sides. And we're just going to remove that piece all together, okay? We're almost done, you guys. So we're going to turn that over. And the next thing we're going to do is tape our sides. We're going to secure those sides. You want to make sure you have some tape or some glue, but tape probably will work a little bit better here. So I'm going over them to make sure they're nice and flat. And then I'm going to grab some scissors just to clean those edges up a bit before I lay my tape on. So with my tape, I'm starting with that middle area just to make sure it's nice and secure, nice and flat. And then I'm going to start taping those longer sides. Again, I want them to be nice and flat. So I'm just grabbing a piece of tape and bringing it along the full length of that side, okay? We're doing that for both sides. Once you get the first side of your book cover done, we're going to do the same exact step on the other side. For this step, you really use as much tape as you need, but don't overdo it, okay? So you don't want to do too much, though, so that it's showing on the outside of the book, but it's okay to get it nice and secure. And here again, you'll see me turning it over and doing the same thing on that other side. Securing, securing, securing. That's all we're doing here, okay? So that will give us our book cover. I'm going to go ahead and clean my area up a little bit, grabbing that book or the box, placing it in the middle, making sure it still fits nice and good, grabbing my glue stick, and now I'm going to put glue all over the bottom side of this box. So this whole entire bottom side is going to be filled with glue. You don't want to do too much to where it's too thick, but a nice thin layer all around will be perfect, okay? You're going to do the same on one of the sides of the box. It doesn't matter which side, you're just going to make sure it's only on one side, okay? Once you have a full layer of glue, we're going to start by pressing down onto the book cover. And then you're pressing inside the box just to make sure that it's nice and secure. You don't want it to slip around. And then I'm also going to press onto that side where I placed glue. That's where I'm going to put my spine, okay? So here you'll see me using my ruler just to kind of go over it, make sure it's nice and smooth. And there we have it, folks. There is our super cool book storage box. So at this point, you'll see me grabbing some of my favorite colors, colored pencils, markers, and I'm adding brown lines right on all of the sides of the book just to make it look like it has pages. But that's optional, you don't have to. And I'm putting a few little flowers right on the front cover. But as always, I like to encourage you all to get creative and put whatever you like. So you can make this your diary. You can make this just a cool little flower book. You can leave it plain. It's totally up to you. I'm adding lots of little pretty flowers on front. And once you're done decorating, that is your finished product. All right, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun videos just like this. Bye!